Let's bring in trial attorney Michael Jaafar, who is standing by watching this motions hearing unfold. Michael, it's a fascinating legal issue of whether or not this alleged confession was, in fact, one that was coerced, where investigators may have done something improper, or if it is going to be something that will eventually be seen by a jury. We have here that the state is saying that he has had prior contact with law enforcement, that they didn't talk to him in the scene or in the car, and that he was given water and offered food and soda. Your thoughts?
Judges are hard pressed to throw out confessions, very hard pressed. But it's important to note that when DNA evidence started getting used in these criminal defense cases, a lot of people who had confessed to crimes were exonerated based on the forensic evidence, right? So people don't believe this, but a lot of not most confessions, but there are an unhealthy amount of confessions that are just not true, that are just not right, that are not real. There are people who've confessed. I was involved in a case where a kid who was 13, but with the learning ability of an 8-year-old, confessed to a crime of shooting 3 people. That later on, the real killer admitted to it after, my client had served, 10 years in prison, right? So it happens. People confess to crimes that they did not do. It's a phenomena. People don't understand it. There's psychological evaluations as to why it happens. It's a fascinating phenomena, right? Whether or not in this case, their conduct justifies the confession being thrown out, that's going to be very difficult. It comes down to the facts. So.
Well vetted for sure issue of false and coerced confession. So appreciate your comments on that, Michael Jaafar. We have to squeeze in a break. When we come back, we're going to hear more of that motions hearing happening in Ohio.